Hey guys, Nacho Farter here, and welcome back to another Redstone Explanatory session. We are up here in the Redstone Explanatory Hub, and we are ready to drop down into another explanation. Let's see what we get this time. Woo! Alright, so what have we covered so far? So far we've covered the basic logic gates, such as RS NOR latches, NOT gates, AND gates, OR gates, XOR gates, and even clocks. So, what are we going to cover today? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because we're going to be covering something that I really love, and that is monostable circuits. Ignore that rising edge part. That's just a descriptor of this. So what a monostable circuit does is it produces exactly a one-tick pulse, a very short pulse, and you can see it in this demonstration here. And it just produces a very quick little one-tick pulse that you can use. Oops, sorry about that. That you can use for, say, T flip-flops or anything like that. Because, as we all know, when pistons receive a one-tick pulse, they just sort of spit out their block. So yeah. But this is called a rising edge monostable circuit because it automatically works. It just sort of gets out an output as soon as you put the input. Jeez, I just cannot talk my puts today. So you can see, just press the button, and soon after you get that little pulse. So there you go. That is just a very basic rising edge monostable circuit. That is the basic circuit. You just have to hook this up with some redstone dust, put it into a block. Down here we've got a sticky piston, and then there's a repeater coming out of that block into whatever input you want, output you want. So there you go. That is the basic monostable circuit, rising edge monostable circuit. Now this is a little bit weird. I don't actually know what this is. What is this? It's a piston with like a redstone lamp. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when you press this button. Whoa! What the? Okay. What's this put? Whoa! This is a hall of monostable circuits. Look at this. Awesome. I don't know why this is here, but since it's here, I might as well explain them to you. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. So to start off here, we've got the basic monostable circuit. That's pretty much just like the one I showed you up there in the overworld, as you could say. But yes, it just has that very basic redstone input, and then the piston, and then the thing. Because the thing about pistons is that they take 1.5 ticks before they can extend. And that's actually not very long, as you can see here. But that still takes less time than it takes for these to send out. So, and because of that little repeater there, it's got the delay on, so that you can only get it for that one tick. If we only had our redstone dust there, it wouldn't work because you would get like a longer pulse. And again, this is a rising edge monostable because it works instantly, and it works as the piston rises. So there you go. And then another rising edge monostable is the hopper/dropper monostable. This produces a little bit longer of an output, of a monostable output, than the basic one does. But what happens is, when you press this button, it powers this block, which powers that dropper, which has one item in there, and it shoots that up into the hopper, and then it takes a comparator output from that. But then, since it's a hopper, it drops it right back down into the dropper, ready to use again. But that really quick redstone output from that comparator goes into that redstone lamp or any other output that you want. And there you go. That is another rising edge because something is rising, I guess, but it also works instantly after. And as I said, it's a little bit longer than the basic monostable, but still, it's got that nice little short pulse that you can use for anything. And ooh, over here we've got falling edge monostables. What is a falling edge monostable? Well, let me tell you. Falling edge monostable works in sort of the opposite way. It works when something falls, or when something has a delay at the end of it. Like, as you can see here, when we power this, it powers this torch, causing it to turn off, which means that this all turns off, which means that this lowers. But then when it gets powered again, then it works just like the basic monostable circuit, basic rising edge monostable. This is what's called an inverted basic monostable, and as you can see, like that. So it will have a little bit more of a delay to it, as you can see over that redstone lamp there. It has a little bit more delay, so you can use a delayed monostable if you want. But yes, that is the basic inverted monostable, falling edge. And this is the inverted hopper slash dropper monostable, another falling edge. What happens is, this is another delayed one because you can see it has to wait for that to turn off and then turn back on, and then you can get the dropper that shoots that item up and then back down, and then once again, because this is a hopper slash dropper monostable, you only get you get a little bit longer of an output. But yes, that is a very basic one too, another falling edge one. And so these are the falling edges that are used for delays, and these are the rising edges that are used for instantaneous monostable outputs. So let's head up here. Let's try to press this button and hope that it works. Oh. There we go. Oh, whoa. Huh. Yes, awesome. That worked. Okay. Now, let's see over here. Ooh, dual edge monostable. What is a dual edge monostable circuit? Well, let me tell you. A dual edge monostable, as you can see over here, is a lot like a basic monostable circuit, except for it gives you one pulse from the beginning and then another pulse at the end. As you can see, oh, I fell down a hole. I should probably patch that up. There we go. Okay, but as you can see, there. Oh, wow. Okay, so that glitched out, but huh? Why isn't it working? Oh, there we go. There you go. As you can see, what happens here is that this powers this block, which powers this repeater, which sends the redstone output up. And once again, like I said, these pistons take 1.5 ticks to get powered. So after that has been sent out, then this comes out, and then because of that redstone repeater delay, after it gets retracted again because of the button depressing, then the output gets sent back again. Therefore, being called a dual edge monostable. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why isn't that working? There we go. Awesome. But this is another version of the monostable circuit. It is a smaller version, and as you can see, it works on the same principle. It's just horizontal more than it is vertical. So it happens here. Press this, and then there you go. You get the exact same result. Because of that repeater delay, of course, you still get that second one at the end, and that is what makes a dual edge monostable circuit a dual edge monostable circuit. So how you build a monostable circuit? These are the basics, and as you can see, it's really simple. You just have to do redstone, redstone, sticky piston with a block, or you can use a normal piston with sand on top. But if you are rich enough to have a sticky piston, that always works. But then you can use a repeater output. And down here, all you need, there we go. Okay, all you need, that is the basic one again. All you need here is just a block, a dropper, and a hopper, and a comparator, and that's it. And one item to go in. And then you just have to lay it out like this. So you got the block with the button on it, facing into the dropper, and then the hopper on top of it, so when it drops up, it goes into the hopper and goes down. And then the comparator facing from an output of the hopper. Just broke the window again. Alright, and then for the falling edges, the inverted hopper, all you have to do is add one layer, and on the top of the button block, you have to put a torch, a redstone torch there, and then make the entire setup as you normally would, but with the dropper right next to the redstone torch. So it will go up and then go down after a little bit of delay from the torch. Then for the inverted basic monostable, all I have to do is, instead of this redstone right here being a redstone dust, you can just replace that with a redstone torch. And as you can see, if we do that, then that's just a basic monostable. But if we replace it with that, then it is an inverted and is a falling edge. So that's how you make that one. And then how do you make a dual edged? Let me show you. What happens here is they have this block down here, redstone there, sticky piston with a block there, repeater output facing from this block that the redstone dust is on, and then redstone going along here, up a block, and then that's where you get your output there, so you can have a repeater coming off in this direction or whatever. But this has to be 2 apart from this repeater. This block has to be 2 apart from this repeater. That way, this block here has room to interfere, you could say, with the redstone output. Just like, what the huh? What is it doing? What is it doing? So after fixing that little hiccup there, I don't even know what happened there. Just had to break it and start all over. But how to build the smaller dual edge is you have to have button, block, redstone, repeater, set that to 1 tick, and then redstone, block up, and then at the back you've got this sticky piston with this block there pushing out and then retracting, and then you can take your output from here. But yeah, that is just about it.
That was easy.
So that is monostable circuits in a nutshell. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. Nacho every day. In any case, Nacho Farter, signing out. Bye!